direction. So all we're going to do from here is we're going to start sitting with our chest towards our partner's, or our hips towards our partner's chest, and we're going to use a strong Turk, a lifting action with our right leg and a rotation in this direction. So when she tries to stay up on her elbow from here, we move into this Turk like so, where we split our legs. Now what I can't do is I can't fall all the way to my hip, because if I fall all the way to my hip from here, she can either bridge, or more commonly, she can go into like a knee pull and almost like a back roll, and she'll just pull you into bottom position, and now she'll beat you from there, okay? The key from here is that when I sit, rotate. When I sit, I elevate my partner's hip onto my left knee, this foot, okay? So this knee is gonna be underneath my partner's hip, and I'm scissoring my legs and pinching my knees together. That as I fall, when she tries to get up on top of me, you can control your partner in situations like so. So now, if she tries to bridge, that Turk keeps her feet off the floor. If she tries to put her feet on the floor and aggressively bridge me backwards, she has no range, okay? And in addition, if she goes to do that, and she opens up her legs, I can just step right over, okay? Or I can back step, tons of different things I can do. If she tries to pull her knees to her chest and roll me over, she's just in no position to do so. Even with momentum, if we're here and she goes to start pulling her knees to her chest, it's just never gonna happen from here. Now, when she goes to build back up to her elbow, we just push on the thigh and the hip, and we lengthen ourselves into a situation like this. So now, when she goes to start moving back into that overback grip, it's just never gonna happen. And now, multitude of different things that we can do. My favorite thing to do from here is just take our knee and dominate the far hip. So now, as we go to build height, if she goes to get up from here, if she tries to take my back, we can just go in, we can come over her shoulder, and now as she goes to take my back, I slide in, now I have her back. This is the best thing that we can do from here, okay? So what we're gonna do is if we feel like we can't get our hands off the floor, she gets to that overback, we're just gonna hip switch and we use a Turk. So when she goes to, if I just go this way, it's never gonna work. So what I do is I rotate. So as she goes to start taking my back from here, we just sit into a position like this. Immediately, as she goes to get back up, we lengthen the body. And now right from here, you just touch the far hip. Now, wherever she chooses to go, you win every time, okay? And so using that rotation with that Turk completely kills the game. So if we feel like we can get our hands off the floor, reach back cross face is a good option. If we feel like we can't get our hands off the floor, using that Turk to rotate our partner down is a great option. Then we can go into 3/4 mount, we can go into a scoop grip, tons of different things we can do from there. Okay, the main thing is that we want to kill the grip. But like once we're here, once we're in positions like this, we start to lengthen, now we can go into a scoop grip. We can slide our knee up. Now we can slide into cross hashigurami. We can go across into submissions. We can split the legs. We can go into a back step. We can circle to north-south from here. We can pin the legs, start stepping over and going into mount. We can start leg riding. All kinds of different things that we can do from positions like this, which will lead us into good attacking positions. Okay? If I feel like I can't get the hands off the floor, or maybe I'm trying to take the hands off the floor and I feel like it's a fight, just use the Turk, rotate your partner down, and then go into your attacks after that. All right, so now let's look at a situation where our partner goes to start countering a bridge, or my partner starts bridging, and I'm looking to start countering. All right, so in situations where she is trying, and I think I'm adding this clip back in because I forgot it, so I'm probably going to mention this again in the next clip because I'm adding this after the fact. But in a situation where my partner goes to start bridging towards me, what you're going to find is that what most people will do from here is as she goes to hit a strong bridge, you're like, man, I got a base. And as she goes to bridge, I'm going to open up this knee. Most people will open up this knee, and now, obviously my left knee is nowhere near her right hip. Now she can extract that knee, get her knee to my hip, and she can start beating me from situations like so. Right? Really what I should be doing when I see my partner goes to start bridging from this position, is I'm just going to sit down to my hip and I'm going to post on my partner's knee here. That as she goes to start bridging from this position, I can just open my knee up, okay? What I don't want is a situation where she can dominate my hips with her knees. Okay, so the worst thing that I can do, two worst things, are number one is I can just open my knee quickly, and as I open my knee, she brings her knee back to the inside and she starts dominating my hip from here. This is no good, okay? Or two, she goes to start bridging and I keep my knees close together, and as she goes to start bridging, she gets her top knee outside my hip and she just ends up in top half guard, top side control, or whatever the case is, okay? So when she goes to start bridging from here, I have to start opening my knee and extracting my knee by pointing my knee towards her knee and just opening my knee in a situation like so. So as she goes to start bridging from here, I open my knee. So now, if she goes to start coming up on top of me, she's gonna fall with her hips between my knees. And now we can start going into back attacks, mount, leg riding positions, all kinds of things from here. Okay, the main thing that I'm looking for is my initial body position. As she goes to start bridging up on top of me, we're gonna post on that knee, we're gonna open up our knee. Then if she does come on top, continues to come on top, we'll end up with her back. Main thing I'm looking for here is to start dominating her hip with my knee. Okay, again, I have her knee dominating my hip. So when she goes to start bridging on top of me, we're just gonna open our knee up. We're gonna end up in situations like so, where I have a knee to elbow connection on this side, and now we're in good position to start controlling our partner, making it hard for her to start stepping over. When she tries, yes, I'm temporarily in bottom position from here, but I'm behind my partner and I'm 85% of the way to her back. When she tries to posture up and put a reach back cross face in, that over back makes it impossible. When from here she tries to step over my knee, it makes it impossible. And so from here I can just go in and I can either use a crotch lock, or now I physically connect my elbow and my knee together, so when she goes to step her knee over, it's wedged between my knee and elbow connection. Okay. Or what I can do is I can take my own hand, my left hand, and I can grab inside of my own hamstring here. Okay. The hamstring grab gives you a better ability to stop an elbow cutback and wedge your partner in place, but it doesn't give you the ability to start moving and adjust position. Okay, this is a very good wedging. It gives you a very good wedging effect here, where now when she tries to start moving her upper body, she's really wedged between my rib cage and my arm and my leg, but I can't really move as well. Whereas here, I can start moving around. I can start really pulling weight to her hands. I can use this crotch lock to really start moving her around. I can scoot out and away, so I can start angling my hips to get into good attacking positions from here. The main thing is that when she goes to start bridging on top of me, I want to make sure I dominate her hips with my knees. So when she goes to start beating me, we set into positions like this. And now right from here, we have the ability to just grab the hamstring, lock the leg. As things start to progress, we can go in, we can start to lock crotch locks, classical crotch locks from here. We can also go in and take our hand and just grab inside of our own hamstring like so, and just bring our knee nice and high. So now both of her hips are dominated by my knees. My knees surround her hips. So now when she goes to start working from this position, it's a relatively easy thing to start going in and chasing my partner's back with cross-body ride, back attacks, mounts, things like that. Okay, so main thing is when she goes to start bridging on top of me, we're opening up that knee, dominating her hip, and then using a series of either just a hamstring grab and an overback. We use a locked hands, with a crotch lock, or we can go and we can start grabbing our own hamstring, making things nice and tight, and seeing where my partner